Rolling. Hello, my name is Lily Maxwell. I am an Australian Melbourne makeup artist and beauty therapist. I'm 20 years old and this is my very first video. So I'm just going to be doing an everyday makeup look. I did this look yesterday. If you follow me on Instagram, it is Lily's Beauty Within with _ before the within. And I posted this look on my story and most of you guys liked it. So if you're watching this video and you follow me on Instagram, please give me a like and a subscribe. I sound so cliche, but I thought I'd give this a go. So here we go. I'm just gonna start doing my makeup. To go in with my Bobbi brown, it's not focusing, focus please. The Bobbi brown enriched face, and I'm just going to clip my hair back. I'm currently looking at my laptop because I'm filming with my camera and my laptop so I can see what I look like on the laptop, and I am really confused with the way the camera's faced because it's opposite, so I just tried to put in the clip that way and I just realised it. And I'll just grab about that much, probably a little bit more. And I'm just going to put that on my forehead, on my cheeks, and rub that in until it feels quite tacky. And always, if you're going to touch your face with your fingers, always make sure that your hands are clean. So next I'm going to do my brows, and I'm going to use the Soap Brows by WB Co, the original brow soap. I got this from Beauty Bay and I think it was around somewhere in the $20 mark. And it says you can go in with a setting spray. So I'm just going to go in with my Makeup Revolution Hydrate and Fix Makeup Setting Spray. And I'm going in with a spoolie. So what I kind of do is I just spray the soap. 2 spritz is fine. And then I just... Can you see? There we go. Just kind of switch. I'm out of focus. There we go. Swish it back and forth until you create this kind of white paste. Can you see that around there? And once you've got that white paste, you want to just brush your brows up. By the way, I'm doing this while looking at myself on the laptop, so bear with me if you see me looking over here most of the time. So I just like to keep brushing my brows until I form a shape that I like. And I do want to apologise for the really messy brows at the moment. I have not done them in a while, and yes, I know I can do them because I do beauty therapy and I can wax my brows myself, but I really just cannot be bothered. And plus, I think growing out your brows for a little while is like good as well. So it's always good to just let them be free. I think that looks pretty good. And then because I don't really like it how all of the hairs just stick up on my head, so I just go in with the tip of the spoolie, and I'll just start from the head of the brow and just go along and just kind of brush them all down. So see how they're up but they're kind of just flat on the surface of the skin as well. I'm really sorry if none of my explanations on doing makeup make sense as well. I'm really bad at explaining things as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this on the other side. Perfect. It's just a couple there. Okay. Now, my skin is really sensitive. It's called infrared, and I also have rosacea. So I will be going in before I do the rest of my face with the Makeup Revolution Color Correct Green Primer. And I'll just pop that on the red blemishes on my face, or the parts where I know I will flare up on my face the most. So I have this mountain right here, so I'm just going to pop a little bit there, and my cheeks is my main concern. Wrong side. This primer is good for my skin because it kind of leaves, as you can see, this white cast. So when I go ahead and put my foundation on, it's like the redness is almost not really there at all. So I will go in with my foundation now. And I will be using two different foundations. One is a little bit darker than my natural skin tone, and one is my natural skin tone color. So the darker one I will be using is the Garnier Skin Active BB Cream, and this one's quite dark, so I will be using this on the contours of my face, so mainly the hairline and on my, I forgot the word, cheekbone. So just kind of like contouring, like a cream contour with this coloured foundation. And then I will be going in for the rest of my face with the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, which has an SPF 15, which is really good for a foundation because it actually protects you from the sun whenever you do wear makeup. So anything that has an SPF in it will protect you from the sun. I love anything with SPF in it, no matter what. If I'm taking pictures, I will wear less of the foundation that has the SPF, but SPF is just, it's really good for your skin. So just make sure when you're getting a foundation, it has an SPF in it. So I'm going in first with that BB cream, and I'm just going to show you, as you can see, it's not really my colour. So I'm just going to go in, move this hair back, with that foundation, wet beauty blender, and I'm just going to start not over blending, but blending enough so when I put on that second foundation, it just almost looks like I'm naturally bronzed. So I'm just going to start and make sure you're getting right in that hairline. Oh my god, my ear's so red. I think it's because I'm, I don't know, a little bit nervous as it's my first YouTube video. Okay, so I've done underneath my brow, and all I've done is just created that line. Sorry, I'm out of focus. I've just created that line underneath, and that gives me a good idea of how I want my brow to look. I really don't like to focus too much on the top because it's just gonna over exaggerate it. So going in with the fine brush and the pomade, I'm just going to create hair-like strokes. I kind of just let my hand rest on that mirror. Can you see? There we go. Let my hand rest on that mirror and just go ahead and let your hands do the work. And if you mess up, that's okay. If you get like a little hair stroke underneath, that's fine. We are going in with an eye primer concealer underneath, so don't stress too much about it. And you can always just go in with a baby wipe and just start from scratch. So now I'm just going to shape the top of it, but not too much, because like I said, I do like that hair stroke shape at the moment. So we're just going to go in at the top and just give it some more colour. Just like so. And you can work your way in. And I'll pretty much stop here because the rest of this brow I will go in with a brow gel, which is a coloured brow gel. So I'm going to go ahead and do my other brow, and then I'll pop on the brow gel and we will start on the eye. Okay, so now that I've done my brows, they do look a little bit different, but we're going to fix that. So I will be going in with an eye primer, P. Louise Base, and I have two of them, so in the shades 1 and 2, and I think I'm looking at number 2 because it's just that tad a little bit more warmer, and I don't want to look pale today, I really don't. So I'm just going to put a little bit on each eye. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of a bigger flat angled brush. Okay, so I'm really sorry about that. I thought my laptop died, but it didn't. I just put it on charge anyways. So we're going to continue. So I just put a little bit on each eye, and I'm just going in with the angled flat brush, and I'm just going to pat it all over, but I'm also going to go underneath that brow line and create more of a defined shape underneath. So in we go. Okay, so I've tried my best to just blend that out and just create more of a defined shape underneath my brow. So next I'm going to go in with my beauty blender again, and it's kind of helpful that it's got a little bit leftover product because this isn't quite covering as much of my eye as I'd like it to. So with a little bit left over on my beauty blender, I will just go in and blend the rest of my eye out. Perfect, and that's all you need to do. So for eyes, pretty simple. I'm going in with the Christmas in New York by Too Faced, and it's a pretty basic palette. It has very neutral shades. As you can see, I haven't really used it much, but when I do use it, I love it for natural looks as we are filming today. This is the Real Techniques eyeshadow brush, and it's a really simple brush. It's quite fluffy and it's dense at the same time, which is good for blending but also packing on eyeshadow. So I am going in with two shades, Dolce di Leche, I don't know how to pronounce it, and Tiramisu. So I'm going in with those two shades, and they're quite neutral shades, but they're also really warm to create that bronzed eye look. I'm just going to go in, I'm just going to start packing that in. There we go. And now this is when you do the blending. So I've blended just a little bit, but not a lot, because we will be going in with a better brush. This brush right here, that's just the color of the brush. I don't know why it looks weird, and I think it's stained as well. I used a blue at one point. So we're going in with the shade Coconut next to that Dolce di Leche shade, and I'm just going to go on that outline of my eyeshadow and just blend it out. And one thing you definitely don't want to do with your eyes in creating an eyeshadow look is you don't want to raise your eyebrows, because when you go ahead and relax your eyes again, what you've created is all hidden in that crease. So you want to create the eyeshadow look for you when you're keeping your eyes relaxed, because at the moment I have really deep set eyes, and when I go in naturally with my brush just in that crease line, if I went ahead and went like this and started packing it in, because I would think, ah, that's my crease right there, then I relax, that's not my crease, what's that doing all the way up there? So relax the eyes and just blend. Perfect. I think that's all I'm going to do. So we're going in with those two colours again. I'm just going to do that. Same thing on the other eye. Also, don't worry about that line in the middle of your eye. That's going to blend out when you blend out your eyeshadow. So if you look at me straight on, both eyes look different, but both of them have more of a defined eye. So now I want to deepen my creases just a little bit more. So also you will realize that I do like to use some of the same brushes all the time, so yeah, I'm trying to save myself from cleaning all of my brushes. I know that sounds really bad, but I do clean my brushes, don't stress. Okay, same brush. Going into Almond Mocha, which is just that one on the corner there, and it's a little bit darker and a little bit more pigmented, so this time I will tap it off just a little bit, not a lot. And as you can see on the brush, I don't have too much, and I'm just going to go into my crease and just start blending that in. Try not to extend it out too much, try and keep the focus in that crease. Perfect. Now I'm going to go in with that fluffy brush again, I'm actually going to go back into tiramisu, tap a little bit off, and blend just like you did before. Perfect. I kind of like to leave it unblended there, as I do like to create that deep eye look as well. Okay, I'm going to do that on the same on the other side. Perfect. Going into tiramisu again with that fluffy brush and just blend that out. Also, I forgot to say, when you're blending, you don't want to press too hard, hence to why my hand is so far away from the brush. If I was going in like this, I feel like I would have less control. So to blend out more, to pack more into the brush with your hand. So because I'm blending, I'm going in more at the end of the brush, because you have less control. And if I was to pick up pigment now and then go in like this, that's going to have one spot on my eye and it's not going to look pretty at all. I have just finished my eye. I just did, I blended out that eyeshadow, and I also created a little bit of a brown eyeliner. Honestly, I just used lip liner. It's pretty good as an eyeliner. They both do the same thing, and I just went in with that darker shade Almond Mocha from the palette I used, and I just kind of smoked it out as well so it didn't look too harsh. And then I went in with mascara. I didn't really feel like putting on false lashes today, so the mascara I used is the Rimmel London Scandaleyes Wow Wings. Wow. This one's really, how can I describe it? It's a lot of product in one swoop, so I just, to kind of not make it look like spider legs on my eye, I just went in with this spoolie that has a mascara wand and brush on either end, and I just went in with the mascara side and I just brushed it out. Next I'm going in with bronzer because we need to contour this face. So I'm going in with the Stila All Day Contouring Bronzer for face and body. And I'm going in with, this is the Juno & Co. Fluffy angled brush. And I'm just going to pat. Okay, so we're just going into my cheekbone and just pat. At the moment we don't really want to worry about blending, we're just worrying about where we want to place our bronzer, and then we go in on the other side and just kind of match those two. So once you get an idea of where you want to place it, then you can go in and blend it. And I kind of just like to start from the top and just keep blending. And my cat's just decided to say hello. Hi. She's a very cute cat. Everyone that knows me knows that I love my cat more than I love my boyfriend. So we're just going to keep patting this in to the skin. And essentially you don't want to blend down, you don't want to create too much of a line, because if you keep blending and you go this way, you're going to create a shape that goes downward. We essentially with contouring want to lift our face, not drag it down. So I'm going to keep blending this out. And then I kind of just bring it to my jawline and just kind of blend it all the way through. And because I'm trying, again, we're going back to basics, creating that 3 with our face, I do kind of like to connect the dots in between and just bronze in between my jawline and then bring it down, if that makes sense. And then we go in with our forehead. Make sure you really get in that hairline. Keep bringing it down, blending. This is one thing you really do need to focus on your blending. Because as you can see, my hairline is completely different. Well, my scalp is a lot more pale than this bronzer. So we're just going to keep blending that. And I'm pretty happy with, because it looks completely different on camera than to how it looks in real life. So I'm really happy with that. And then I'm just going to do that on the other side. Okay. I think I've been sitting here for like 2 hours trying to film this video. I want it to be perfect, but my battery is also really low and I just hope it doesn't die in between. I'm trying to go as fast as I can, but I'm also working at my own pace. I do like to contour my nose just a little bit, so going in with that bronzer again, going in with a really dense eyeshadow brush, pack that on, tap a little bit of the excess, and we're going to start from the inner part of our brow and just draw down. You don't want it too, you don't want to see it too much, but you can kind of already see that it's already there. And do that same thing on the other side. And then just, you don't essentially, I do it all the time, but you essentially just want to keep looking at yourself straight on, never turn to the side, because if you do one side and then you look at the other side and it's like, oh, I have a completely different nose. You essentially just want to bring out the center of your nose and keep the sides shadowed. And I just keep going back and forth, blending that out until you're happy with how it looks. And then I just kind of go all over to blend out those harsh lines. Pretty happy with that. It's not that noticeable, but in real life it looks pretty good. To go in with a little bit of blush. So this is Gorgeous Cosmetics in the shade Coral. Hello, pussycat. Hello, Eliza. This is my baby girl. Hi. Hi, Bobbi. She's a little tortoise shell and she's my favorite cat in the world. She's 3 years old and she's my best friend. You're my best friend. That's what me and Mum sing all the time. It's like a little chant. Okay, go have your nap. Going in with that blush, Gorgeous Cosmetics in the shade Coral. It's quite pink, so you don't need too much. Going in with a different dense brush, and I'm literally, because it's that pigmented, I'm just going to stamp once and that's it. You can already see the color on the brush. There we go, you can probably see that color there. Doing that again on the same side, grabbed a little bit of product and pat. Keeping your face relaxed always. And I just like to bring that in across my nose because I do like to have that rosy look, even though I do have like really red sensitive skin. But when I do have a nice amount of coverage foundation on, I do really like to go in with the blush. And when I'm a little bit more tanned as well, I do like to go in and just smother it on. I'm going in, you've probably seen it on camera already, with the Ofra Cosmetics Nikkietutorials collab with Ofra. And this is the shade Glazed Donut. So this is the OG, and I literally just dinted that bit before, but it's so good. You don't even need that much. So this is a highlighting brush by Real Techniques. This one, it's called setting brush, but I like to use it for highlighter. So we're just going to go in 1 and 2, and we're just going to go along that cheekbone and bring it a little bit up above the brow bone and in under the brow bone. That's really pigmented, so we're just going to blend that out. I'm like, even though I've had this for a while, I'm shocked every time I put it on because it's literally so pretty. Like, the camera does not give it justice. So pretty. Okay, going in, same side. A different side, sorry. Just blending that out. I remember when I first got into makeup, I decided to wear a lot of highlighter to a Christmas lunch, and my nana, she, I don't know what she was doing, but she obviously saw my highlight and she tried to blend it out, and I was like, Nana, what are you doing? She said, it's very harsh. It's very funny. Okay, now going in just a little bit, and I'm just going to follow that middle part on my nose, mainly just on that bridge because I want to bring that out, and on the tip. I've just done my lips off camera because my camera died right when I wanted to finish the video. But yeah, I just went in with mannequin, and like I said, I went in with the bottom and I just stamped the top like this, and then I just filled in the rest of the top. So as you can see, we are all done, and I've just taken out the clips from my hair. I'm glad I decided to do my hair today. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys learnt something. If you want to see more videos like this, or if you want to see something different like skincare, or if you want to see different eye looks, let me know. If you have any questions, please don't be afraid to ask me in the comments. Please give it a like. If you want to see more, give it a subscribe. If you want to see more videos, please subscribe. I hate saying that. I've always watched YouTube videos with beauty gurus going, please subscribe to my channel, but now that I'm actually doing it, I'm like, yeah, subscribe to my channel if you want. But yeah, if you want to see more fun makeup videos like this, and if you want to see more of my cat, I might make a video about her and you can meet her properly, because she's really cute and she's like the best cat ever. So yeah, if you really liked this video, please give it a like and a subscribe, and I will possibly make another video next week. So yeah, this is like a weekly thing now. Bye! See you later!